All right, guys, we are back. It seems like I was just live with this fella just a few days ago, but it's actually been probably a week and a half or so. But nonetheless, you guys, for those of you who have been paying attention, for those of you who have been actively engaged in our conversations and our legacy dialogues over the past couple of weeks, you're familiar with this guy. If you've been paying attention to my content over the last week or so, you're familiar with this guy. You're familiar with what we're going to be talking about today. But I want people to drop in the chat any questions that you may have, anything that may come to your mind while you're listening, while you're listening, and while you're watching. Because actually, let me turn off these alarms because they are messing with me over here. All right, so let me get all of these turned off. We ain't gonna have these technical glitches today. So before we even get started, do not disturb, all alarms. Let's turn you off, off, off. All right. No alarms, no glitches, no distractions. So first off, man, how you been doing?
Amazing, man. We're killing it out here. We're just having a great time. Just out the phone with some of my leadership team, and dude, they're just having a good time out there with this product. It's fun. It's good hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, and I can see it. I can imagine how things are going with the team because just the energy that I've been able to conjure up over the last week or so, since I've been kind of focused on really putting this product out there, it's insane. The fact that people, they kind of understand like the basis of what something like this has to offer, but until they actually look at the infrastructure, the actual platform, all the different components, they don't realize the power of it. And we'll get a little bit deeper into that a little bit later. But just for some of those who may not be aware of who you are, of what we're talking about, just give a quick synopsis on just kind of the initiation of MiCard, where this development, this idea came from, and like the specific stage you're at right now, and some of the things that we're looking to do in these coming months.
Appreciate that. Yeah, man. We've been very blessed. We started off, doing this originally as a competitor to like Linktree. We saw that the digital space was exploding after COVID. People couldn't touch each other physically. So we saw that, ultimately, people were looking for new ways to communicate. And so personally, I've been in business for 27 years, had multiple paper cards. In fact, I have them in rubber bands on my car and the side of, the glove, the door. And but I got like five of them, right? And they're always like falling out, and I'm losing them, and they're always wet in my pocket because I sweat a lot here in Florida.
Right.
So when I had the chance to learn about like Popple and Digit and Blink and Blink, there's all these cards out there. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I jumped in with 2 feet, right? I just went all in. But then I was like, man, what if it had this, and what if it had that? And so I kept making suggestions to the people that were running the companies. They're like, we don't care what you have to say. We don't care. And I said, but guys, this is a really good, you're missing this. And so I gave up on trying to change their mind. And I said, what can I do? So I kind of took a couple of the things and made it a core product, and we made something special out of it.
I love it, man. I love it. And that's the thing. Lots of entrepreneurs don't realize that you have to get to a point to where you find a problem and you don't sit around waiting on someone else to solve that problem. You have an empathetic heart. You want to see them win. So you mention to them, hey, look, this could potentially improve what you're offering. But if they don't act on it, you have to have the audacity to say, you know what? I'm just about to wipe you out the water. So first and foremost, kind of speak to me before we get into the nitty gritty. Speak to me on like just the development side of that, because I train a lot of entrepreneurs, and most entrepreneurs become and stay solopreneurs like for the entirety of their ventures. So how did you go from you having this idea, wanting to put it out there, to actually having a team that is running an actual business to help you put this idea out there?
You know, good question. But even as a solopreneur, I mean, even by yourself, you're never by yourself. Like even when I was a real estate broker full time, I had, a secretary or I had realtors that worked for me. There's still somebody in your
Hmm.
around you. To be a completely one man show, it's hard. Even if you have a web designer, there's usually somebody you could at least vet to. So through the process of being this, I learned over time, teams win championships. So you could be the best quarterback in the world, but if you don't have a team, a network, a structure in place, so you could be that one man show. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or you can't, but you still need a support team. Somebody has to be back there helping you out, whether it be a Home Depot, whether it be a banker with a credit line, whether it be a general contractor with the flip home, an architect with this. I'm sorry, but there's really not many things that we're truly don't have a mentor, a coach, somebody we can rely upon. So one of the things that I've always been really good at is networking and building a strong network. Your network is your net
Right.
worth. And so people really understand that. They've heard it, but they never monetize it. And now the word monetization is just figuring out a way to make money on the things that you're already doing. And so all we've said to ourselves is how can we take the things I've already been doing, which is hi, here's my paper card that has no value, it goes in the trash. How can we change that dialogue to hi, I'm Ralph Perrone, and here's my digital business card. It has everything about me in one place. You can easily see who I am, what do I do, what I'm into, a little bit about my personal life, and it becomes a brand. I'm a brand. Whether you like it or not, we're all a
Hmm.
personal brand. What you identify with, how you care yourself, if you take care of yourself or you don't, whether you groom or you don't, every little thing is being judged. You are a brand. So you might as well put your best foot forward and be thinking, leaving a positive thought in their mind. And a digital asset like these cards are kind of mind blowing. When somebody, we're like you said, we're having such great response. If I met somebody out and about, I'm like, hey, here's my card, scan it, boom, and they scan it, and then it pops up with, we'll show you in a second. They're just like, wow, like where do I get that? And I said, well, why don't you just take a look at the videos, the before and after pictures, and it's got a contact you could schedule with me if you need an appointment. Oh, by the way, there's a customer loyalty program built in. You have access to all these cashback coupons and membership. They look at me like I'm just nuts. But you know what's really cool? They remember
Hmm.
me. And you know what's the most important thing in the whole world? That they do. If they don't remember who you are, they sure ain't gonna remember to call you when they need your
Hmm.
services. So it doesn't matter if you're a plumber, an electrician, a landscaper, a ballerina, a teacher. If you're looking to promote yourself into the world, and you don't, if you want to stand with the 5,000 herd of cows over here, or do you want to be the one cow over here that everybody knows and thinks about top of mind? Well, this is what my card does.
Yes, I love it. And just think about it though. Think about your physical card. Most people don't have their image, their picture on their physical card. Most people just have their information, their name, so on and so forth. And just think, I know myself personally, there's been plenty of times where I had a pocket full of business cards from an event and they sit there for a couple days and I go back through them. I'm like, who was this person? What did they do? What was our conversation like? You kind of lose so much value in that relationship because you don't have everything else that my card offers for you. And then at the same time, just looking at overhead, how often do you have to go back in and print out new business cards? And just like you said, knowing that these are probably going to end up in the landfill somewhere. Whereas you can save on that, but also you have a way that you can monetize this network, not only through the potential business transactions that you make, but also through the actual product that you're using to make the connection. So I know one of the things that and this could be something that people may be thinking out there, and please feel free to ask your questions, guys. Drop a question in the chat if you do have one. This guy's the founder, the CEO, the owner of this company, MiCard. So he has the answers if you have the questions. But one of the things I wanted to mention, I have a young lady that she started out as I guess you would say a colleague of mine, building a coaching program back in 2017, 2018. She really started to grow. And this lady right here, Sue Johnson, she's actually one of my newest partners here with my car. But the lady I'm mentioning, she's in Canada. She reached out to me based off one of my posts. I asked, "Are you something along the lines of, if your business card isn't paying you, you're doing it wrong?" So she reached out to me, and we went back and forth, and voice note after I gave her a little insight. And she mentioned that she had this platform with all of her links, all of her programs, everything. She has all of that set up already. She sees how this could potentially be valuable to some of her people in her network. But to send her a little more info on how I feel it could be of value to her. So I gave her a little rundown, but then I mentioned the QR code. She doesn't have that. So she would have to still go in, find her link, find her information, and then send it to the person from the platform that she's actually on. Whereas I mentioned to her, look, you can plug in, all you need is one link. All you need is the one link from the platform you're already on. Plug it into your MyCard here. Maybe have a little, bio video introduction of you speaking and letting people know, just click this link and it takes them to your platform. But when she saw the QR code option, that's what changed her mind. Like, oh my goodness, this is so powerful. So many of my clients could benefit from this. So, kind of speak to the difference in some of these other apps like Popple, like some of the ones that are the competitors and maybe didn't want to listen, and how the whole QR code aspect differentiates us, and kind of give a breakdown on each of the different QR codes that we do have built into the product.
So really what I did is I went to them, and after trying to, offer a couple of suggestions and being told that, they were horrible, I said, okay, well, I'm not that they're horrible. It's just that they wanted me to pay them $250,000 and take 6 months to do that. And I was kind of like, why would you even say such crazy nonsense? Uh, so one of the ideas I had was, I felt at the time affiliate marketing is exploding. And I said, look at TikTok Shop. It just came out. These people are going to kill it. And they're like, you don't know anything. Well, 2 years later, it's the fastest growing economy to $1 trillion in planet Earth. I don't know. I guess I was right. So that company was Link. The CEO of Link told me that. I was not on to anything. So after $1.8 trillion later on TikTok Shop, I guess I wasn't crazy. It seems to be a thing. It's not just a fad. People want to get paid money.
What?
Is that
That's
crazy?
crazy.
Like, people are tired of doing stuff for free. Like, is it just different now? I don't think it
Uh-huh.
is. I think people are just starting to realize with technology, there's ways that they can do this. And the problem is that the systems have always been geared to make us the consumer. We've been the product. You look at Facebook, who's the
Oh yeah.
product? We the people. You go to LinkedIn, we the people. So hold on, if we're the product, who's making all the money? Well, Mark Zuckerberg makes all of it at Facebook, and then some of these other people got a bunch of venture capitalists that they have to pay to stay in a job. Well, this is just where we're a little bit different. I went to these companies and said, I'm telling you, I think this affiliate marketing is going to change the world. A lot of people out there want a side hustle, but they don't want to get a second and third job. A lot of people love direct sales,
Mhm.
but you know what? I don't like talking too much negatively, because I am a real person. I like to actually just tell it like it is. And some people don't, they get all offended. If I offend you, I apologize, but I'm not sorry at the same time. So for me, the traditional multi-level marketing company is not your friend. And it's just the way I feel. And if you don't agree, that's fine. I just feel like a lot of times I've always been a professional realtor, mortgage broker, whatever my industry was, or the company I may have been at that day. When somebody came in and asked me to sell their chocolate, their lotions, potions, or pills. A lot of them did really good. I have friends that have exited companies at 700 million. I got friends that have not made any money at all in a direct sales company. What I found was is that usually the people at the top kind of make a lot of the money, and then I find that the people at the bottom do all the work. And then I usually find that if you do talk to another company, like, oh, let's say you're over here selling product A, B, and C at this company, if they catch wind of it, they fire
Mm-hmm.
you, they terminate you, they get crazy with you, and they kind of hold you hostage. So what we've done is through this whole process, to believe it or not, Brian, we've decentralized TikTok and we've decentralized the direct selling industry. And what I mean by that is our cards, as of, and I'm probably going to get shot by my developers, but tonight we will be releasing the $30 card, and it will give you the ability to literally start representing any company that we have is 17,000 national. So you have anybody from Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, Walmart, companies on there will be like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. They change all the time. That's our responsibility. We have 17,000. We maintain them. Now you're more than welcome to go to any one of them and fill out your affiliate paperwork, and it may take you months to get approved if you hear back at all. But we do all the work. It's very, very easy to get involved, and that's kind of the thing. We've taken what was 100,000 a month for big corporations to pay for, like Fortune 500s. We've chopped that up and we've decentralized it, and we give it to everybody. So, for example, a real estate agent could never, ever, ever, ever have this in their card or a product like this because they would never be able to afford it. They're not Capital One or Visa. So if you're not a Fortune 500, how would you afford it? Well, we went out, we've contracted it from our scale up here, and we brought it down into smaller pieces, and we give you access to the whole kit and caboodle, making it a great customer loyalty program. Now, again, any of those products on there, let's see, if you join, let's say, a company that used to do direct sales like Roden and
Mm-hmm.
Fields. If you join Roden and Fields, very famous company, they got bought out by a big company and they no longer will participate in direct sales. So what happens to all those people that made money there? They're no longer, their income went to zero. That sucks for those companies, number one. So there's a lot of people out there, over 100,000 people that are out of work because of that. Number two, when you were at Roden and Fields, and we're just going along with this example, you can only sell their stuff. If you sold any other company, and it doesn't matter. My wife once got fired from selling lipstick. She was at the company because she was selling eyelashes for another company. Now, mind you, my wife is beautiful, and mind you that she should be able to put whatever she wants on her face to help make some money for the family, put food on the table. So she actually was up to like 3, 4 thousand. I don't know what it was, but it was a couple grand a month in the lipstick business. And then she got terminated because she started selling eyelashes. I think that's crazy. I think that they should be like, wow, we're not in competition. She's pretty. She's an influencer. Let her influence and talk about stuff to her audience. But because they only wanted to have her sell one product line, it was very holding her hostage. So what we've done is we said, no, no, what do you want to do today? You want to sell t-shirt from Adidas? You want to sell shoes from Nike tomorrow? You want to sell a drill from Home Depot on Thursday? Whatever you want. We've given you a system that you could tap into in 20, 30 minutes, get up and running, and start making money on any channel you got.
Now, I love this for a couple different reasons. What you just mentioned, because you think about starting your own business. Typically, you have to go out, build your own this, build your own that, create the product, create the service, bring all that to market, proof of concept, all that good stuff before you can actually start to pick up traction. Now, for those who are affiliate marketers, those who find a company and they decide, let me partner with this company and sell their products, that takes so much work away from you as the individual. You don't have to create the product, create the services. So with my card, not only can someone who already is an affiliate marketer, a marketer of some product or service, not only can they use this platform to promote and market themselves, promote and market their product, their service, but what you're saying is there's already also, depending on you, you grabbing this pro card, there's already numerous thousands, over 1,000 other affiliate opportunities that they don't have to create the product, they don't have to create the service, but they can still promote it and get paid off of it.
That's what's the game changer,
That's
man. That's what
crazy.
we're talking about here. Because see, for the last 100 years, you had to join that company and sell that company's product only. And if you, like I mentioned, you either get fired or whatever, they wouldn't pay you. So we have a total difference of opinion. Forget the direct sales of the past. The future, TikTok Shop kicked the doors open. As an influencer, and an influencer could be anything. I hate to break it to you, as I think one of the number one influencers in this country is real estate
True.
agents. Now, why do I say that? Because, well, it's a big purchase. It's the most expensive purchase. Two, after you buy something, you're going to ask me, where do I get the mortgage from? Who provides me with homeowners
Mhm.
insurance in case my house burns down? These are pretty important questions. This isn't like, where do I eat
Right.
tonight? Okay. These are big, big lifetime decisions. What city should I live in? Should I live on the street? Is this a good school zone? So we influence where people live. That's pretty impactful. Now, after the transaction, who do you use for plumbing, electrical, roofing? Think about that. So we're very, very influential. So I understand what my influence brings year after year, as my history of 26, 27 years in professional space has been in real estate. So for me, it's like, what do you do? So it doesn't really matter. Then I went up to Chicago last year. I was invited to speak on stage with HubSpot, Facebook, this other little company, called
Oh
Microsoft. Yeah, you maybe
yeah,
heard
I
that
heard
one
of
too.
them
So,
before.
yeah, little stuff. So here I am, like, what is Ralph doing on stage? I'm just a startup company in infancy. Like I'm still like in the womb. Like I haven't even come to beta. They caught wind of what we were doing from a developer and said, you need to come here. You have no idea who you are and where you are ahead of the curve. And I said, maybe I don't, but I'll come. Sure, I show up. So I went to Chicago and I was there at this big giant national convention and I'm like blown away. And I didn't know that they were going to put me on stage. So here I am on stage sitting in a chair next to these like Fortune 500s or Fortune 50. I don't even know what they're called. Blue chips. I'm just like, wow. Nano influencers, micro influencers, macro influencers. That's what they were there to talk about. That's what they invited me to. And I really didn't understand it because, well, I was still kind of new, right? I was leaving real estate and I was new that I had a bigger purpose in life. The purpose for Ralph wasn't chasing money and chasing the next real estate deal. It was impacting millions of people's lives and helping them learn how to make more money, put food on the table in a passive residual manner by creating more income streams that they knew impossible, all from working from their cell phone. And as I started to develop this, it's like as timing was all there. So again, I'm on stage in Chicago, going back a little bit last summer. They said this is the future, and the reason being is that the bigger companies, they don't want to pay the Shaquille O'Neals, the Michael
Yeah.
Jordans of today $1 million just to see if anything's going to stick against the wall that they're throwing. That's a waste of $1 million. It's just hard. It's not that it's just hard. It's just that we're not watching TV the same way, right? So our eyeballs aren't there. Now we're very fragmented. We're looking at different apps like Netflixes and Tubu's and all these different things. We're Paramount. We're jumping around so that we're paying for less advertisement. So we're not seeing those commercials every 15 minutes like we used to do on cable. So the impact of that type of marketing is not there anymore. We, the people, have the
Hmm.
power. So wait, where do you get your products? You got to go to TikTok Shop and have 10,000 or 50,000 people, and then you have to beg, can I please? Or do you have to reach out to these websites and companies direct and they'll go beg? That's not, it's a start. What we've done is we've blown the doors open. We're giving people a chance within 20, 30 minutes in a decentralized position to get access to millions of products on thousands of companies' shelves. And they can take it not just to TikTok, and I'm not dissing on TikTok because they obviously help open the door. But if you're on TikTok as an influencer, you can't take that link and go to Facebook where your other audience is, or to YouTube, or you can't take it to your website. You're kind of, you can't take it to Linktree, right? You're kind of stuck a little bit within their box. We don't care. We give you a MiCard and you get that link, put it on Facebook, put it on TikTok, put it on Snapchat. I don't care. Make money, people. We're here to support you in the different manner. Our business is helping you in a 50-50 relationship, meaning when you win, we win. See, these platforms are geared to extrapolate money from you, take money from you, not to put back into you. See, most of these companies just keep taking and taking and taking without giving much back. Our belief is to put back into the community and watch how much faster we're going to grow because of it. That's our givers gain mentality.
Yeah, and just to kind of look at that whole perspective of these different types of companies, you can go all the way back to traditional work where they'll say, we don't want you moonlighting. We want you full attention every day here on the job. Don't have no job, after hours to take your no. You got to focus on us. So, guys, whoever's listening, this is the I have to repeat it because a lot of times it'll go over people's head. This is the head honcho. This is the guy behind MiCard telling you that you don't have to come and be Mr. I have to be loyal to this company, even though I'm not making any money, but I have this title that makes me look good. I'm not making any money, but this title makes me look good. I can throw this title around and impress people, but I can only work in this space and I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to jeopardize my position, my title with this company, but I can grab this my card and I can go do, be, exist anywhere that I want, promoting anything that I want. And one of the reasons, and people can go, and I'll put it up on the screen in a bit. People can go to my card link and scroll all the way to the bottom. The very first video at the very bottom is me mentioning why I chose to partner with my card. Now, back in 2019, I was coaching clients all across the globe, from New Zealand, Australia, all across the globe. And slowly but surely, people started to catch on to my approach when it comes to coaching and training, so on and so forth. So people with various different MLM companies would say, hey, I want to connect you with my executive VP of this, VP of that, global this. He's a top 10 income earners of this, that, and the third. And I came to a point where I said, I am not partnering with any of these companies that's not in alignment with what I already do. So when my card came along, even before my card came along, I was in the process of, I've been doing websites, creating websites for years. I was getting burnt out because I saw so many of the websites that I developed just go to waste. And I'm looking, I put all that time into this website, but then I had to think about it. Not everybody needs a full website, especially if you don't already have your own products and services. If you're an affiliate of some company, a rep, an agent of some company, all you need is a My Card. Drop a few links, express who you are, drop a few videos, and that's solid for you. So when my card came along, I remember Ralph when he first reached out to me. I'm thinking in my mind, all right, he's about to pitch me something. What we got today. So once he mentioned it to me, he was super, chill, and he wasn't, spammy about it. Once he mentioned it to me, I started scratching my head. So initially I'm thinking, oh, another business card, digital business card. I've tried these before. But then he mentioned the fact that you can actually earn compensation from this. And I'm like, hold up now. So I was earning compensation from developing these websites. I'm trying to get out of that. So exactly how would that work? He gave me a little rundown and he mentioned, hey, I'm actually working side by side with the owner of the company. I'm like, hold up. So what do you mean by that? Because a lot of people say I'm working with the owner and they may join a webinar and ask questions to the owner here or there. They may show up to an event here or there with the owner. He's like, no, I'm actually working with the owner of the company. It's my boy. And I'm like, hold up now. All right, so let's set up this call. Let's set up the call. So we got on to a Zoom one morning, and like, all right, Ralph guy seemed like some type of Italian fellow. He's probably gonna be a fast, slick guy, quick talker, try to get over on me. But the dude was just real. And that's one of the things that I always would tell myself. I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care if your product is the best thing since sliced bread. If you're not my type of people, I'm not trying to work with you. And I just learned this guy, he's real. And then I learned a couple weeks ago some of the other things about his personal life. I'm like, okay, this is my guy. I got to get down there and kick it with him. So you always want to be cognizant of the type of leadership that is engulfing things that you attach yourself to. So if you don't mind, Ralph, just as deep as you would like to, just kind of give a little insight on like your personal life as far as why my card makes sense for you to even incorporate into your life, looking at the whole family line that you have. I know I call my company Your Legacy Begins Now because I want people to understand that those who come after you, those who you are building for, you can choose today to make a decision that's going to affect them in one way or another. So when you chose to develop my card, what did your family actually play into that?
So my family's always been there for me. I'm very blessed. Even from when I was a young man, born and raised in Miami. My father has always been a hard worker, gone out and killed it, 6 days a week, half day Sunday type of guy. So that's kind of where I got my work ethic. My mom, she balanced me out. She gave me compassion and gave me empathy, and she gave me the other part of the killer instinct that I have. So I got two sides, and that basically gave me a really good strong point. So I went off to high school, and I got a future business leader of America. I rated #2 in the country in 1995. I varsity football, baseball, track, bowling, and golf. I played other sports, but those are the ones that my high school had. And then I went off to UCF. So for me, like, I was all Dade County in two sports. And when I went to UCF, I walked on the football program, and that was like almost the end of my sports life. I walked on, and I'm like, whoa, Dante Culpepper was in the locker next to me. I was number like 100. He was number 8 at that time. So we were very close, and so we became buddies. And once I'm like, dude, like, I ran a 4.5. He ran a 4.5, but he's 6'5", and I'm like 5'5". No, I'm just kidding. I'm 5'7" on a good day. So he's like a foot taller. He's 265. I was like 165. So it's just, I realized, this isn't going to be my career, right? This isn't going far. So I tripled down on my nerdism. I went all in on real estate, and my career at that point was being a student because I was 18. So I got my real estate license, and I've been doing real estate for 26 years, 27 years. I got a hold of a couple of degrees from UCF, business administration, a marketing, and a finance, made my own little program. And then, when you kind of move on with this whole life, you just kind of become somebody. But you learn, though, through time, now that I'm 46, is what served you then doesn't serve you now. So the question about your legacy is I had to tell you where I was and tell you where I'm
Mhm.
going. Because I think if you don't know where you're going, then that's part of your problem, right? I tell all my friends, all my clients, when I ask them, you're here today, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because if you don't have a clue, then you're never going to get there. I can promise you that. Number two, who you are is what makes you are who you are today, right? So like I can tell you based upon knowing your history, are you dependable, reliable? Are you a man of your word? Do you show up your character? That's going to probably dictate your future as well. So some of these things kind of all play into it. For me, I also realized that my life coach kind of said, dude, you really need to stop chasing money. And I'm like, doesn't everybody? What are you talking about? What do you mean we don't chase money? Like, don't we all need money to pay? Coach, I need to pay my bills. You don't have bills? I got bills. How do you not have any bills? And he's like, Ralph, that's not what I'm saying, Ralph. That's not what I'm putting down, man. You're not picking it up. I'm like, speak English, buddy. Speak English. He's like, you'll figure it out. So after I spent 14 months building my home with my own hands and I unplugged myself, it didn't take 14 months, but it took about 3 before I started to realize what I needed to do. And that's when I said, I'm going to stop doing the real estate thing. I'm going to stop hunting, which is looking for deal after deal, because you're only as good as your next deal in most sales. I wanted to find something that was a passive residual situation, but I wanted to find something that helped people. Then I'm like, well, first of all, I need to build a good product. So we did all these things. We're building a good product, and then we had to find elements, like I mentioned, Popple, Dot, Blank, Link, all really good companies. If you're just looking for a basic digital card, they do a great job. I actually stole several things from them and said, this is going to become my base product. Like, this makes sense. Base product. That's when I said, they're not going to listen to my other ideas. Those are my differentiating points. Since they don't like them, I'm going to make us different, which seems to be why we're exploding, which is the affiliate system. It's the fact that I will pay you money. Like we give you money. Like that's when you get a Popple account, you have free 1030. When you pay, I think link is 0, 10, 25. We're on the same exact price point. We're not reinventing the wheel here. What we've done is we've gone a step more than their price point each way. So our free card is like a Ferrari compared to their 1985 Cadillac. Okay. It's really nice, but it's just a little outdated because of the fact that we are newer and we give a lot away for free. That's number one. Number two, their $10 card provides you features that we give you in the free card. Mm-hmm. We almost provide you a $30 card on their platform for 10. And what we do differently is we provide you a completely open affiliate network to make hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month and give you a second job, if you will, a second income that works at your time at the beach, wherever you're at with your cell phone device at any time of the day. And then what we've decided to do is put it all in the app, of course, right? And this is where we're completely different than any of those other companies. When I went to the App Store, they said, we got to sign this piece of paper and it's 30% of my income goes to them. And I said, oh, that's what I said. I said the same thing, Brian. I'm choking over here because 30% of my money, like, what are you talking about? That's a lot. That's a big commission. Are you guys going to market me all over the world? No, we're just going to put you here in the App Store. I said, that's not going to work out. So I went and I got an attorney. We basically filed regulative paperwork in all 50 states. So you have the ability to sell this product anywhere and make a commission. We've decentralized it, and we take that 30% that normally like Popple, Link, Dot, and all those companies just give away to the App Store. They just give it away. I refuse to do it. I said, no, it cost me 4 months of time and $120,000, but I don't have to pay them. And that I feel good. I now can take that money and I can give it to the people. So we say, if somebody wants to get on our platform, we're happy to share our income with you in a revenue share on a monthly basis. So when it comes to influencers, I've been working with quite a few that have 1 million plus followers. They're all going to be making 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month off of this platform in no time. And all they have to do is get on there and say, hey, Linktree used to be cool. I used to love it. It used to do everything I need to. But now I've got this. It does everything, and I look good, and it does this, and it does this. It's the same price. I'm shifting, and you should too. Just that alone, that little 15 to 20 seconds, people are going to start switching over, and they're going to get paid for it because Linktree pays them this much. These other companies don't pay them directly. So anyways, that's kind of what makes us a lot different, is that we are willing to pay the network for the growth, and we come preloaded with all of those affiliate opportunities, and you can take them anywhere you want. You're not stuck in anybody's platform.
That's beautiful, man. So remind people, I don't know if we've even mentioned it yet, how long have you guys been open in business, just at the base level?
We started approximately about 5 months ago. We actually launched the product in a beta stage last summer at the end of August. And we did some testing, and it came back with about 100 problems. And I'm not afraid to admit that I'm not perfect. That's not what I'm ever here to do. I'm a real person. I'm human. But we learn and we grow from it. And we got all those things fixed and corrected. And then we went into the App Store with those things fixed. Upon that, we started to build some good traction in different accounts. Like, we'll be going out to Vegas for our MiCard 2.0 release this Sunday. One of our bigger clients has 2,300 life insurance agents that are coming on the platform. They'll save about $60 a person, so $150,000 in savings. They also have all the digital assets now that'll be verbatim. So every single one of those agents will have all the tools in their phone 24/7, making them look good and making it easy to get more in a disciplined systems or sales process. So there's a couple benefits, and then the owner is able to benefit in the rev share program too. So there's quite a few ways that we're seeing that His audio's off. So one of the things that they were saying is that they try to find ways to create more revenue for them and more relationship. And that's where the insurance agents are allowing us to kind of come out and jump on their party here at the Palms. So we'll be out there doing that. And underneath that, if you want, let me take this quick screen share. Do you mind if I show what it looks
No, you're
like?
good.
Okay. Well, can you see myself?
Yes, sir.
So we're both bald. Thank you. I'm gonna have to get your card up here so you can look good too, brother.
Definitely.
So essentially, what this card does is allows us to look good, right? So it's whatever image you want. And I want to share with you a couple other people, like Charlie Kirk, big individual, got a lot of stuff going on. He's got a lot of stuff here. There's other people that are using the card, like Bradley, another big influencer. Okay, you've got people out there like basketball players. So we're finding that this is a product that works because it's personally you, all about you. This gentleman actually owns a sports league. He manages athletes and softball and other stuff. Can't see what you're sharing on the stream. Can you see everything okay, Brian?
Actually, I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Okay. Put
Oh, then we
put
gotta
it
figure it
put it
out.
back up. I'm gonna have to.
All right, I put
All
it back.
right. There we go.
All right. Thank you, Brian. Cool. So this is actually the card. So this actually now you know now everybody at home knows why I'm talking about being bald. Because yes, it's my bald self up here. And I want to show you other there we go. Thanks, Jordan. I want to show you some of the other people because when I say the card looks good, I don't want you to think I'm a little conceited. I'm talking about my bald self. That reflection took a lot of time to get that shiny that day. So I'm going to show you some other cards. So we've got Charlie, we've got Bradley. There's other cards out there. This is my personal life coach, Raul. Raul's able to use this quite a few ways. Like boom, sign and go to the boot camp. So this allows him, like Linktree, to take out of his 50 websites little shortcuts and bullet points. He has his videos here to make him look great. Other links to his shop, his book. Where does his book go? Boom, goes over to here. I don't need a ClickFunnels right now, but thank you. Well, I'm going to tell Raul he's trying to get me to do ClickFunnels. I just want his book. So you can listen to his podcast. So this is his card. This is his promotion tool. It's about him. There's nothing in here about me. This is about Raul. You can go over to Talon, I'm sorry. Talon's got quite a few people on his social media. This is about him, how he promotes himself. This is a young athlete coming out, picked up and going to college. So here he is. This is his career. His little buttons. Follow me. You can't do this in Linktree. In Linktree, you're going to look pretty cheesy. So again, here's a gentleman who actually has his own sports league clothing line. He's able to promote all of his other products, shop our catalog. So these are the things that people can literally do. And like you said earlier, a lot of these people don't want to be found on page 265 of Google. They're not willing to pay per click. They're not willing to no. But you know what they do? They could take this URL right there. They could send it and shave it and send it anywhere they want. The cool thing is too, let's say that I'm out and about and I just meet this guy. So he says, "Hey Ralph, how you doing? Let's get together." Yeah, no problem. I pull out my card. I say, "Cool, scan the card." Now he's going to scan my QR code, and it's going to pop up kind of like this on the side. Okay, so he's going to scan it. He's going to hit on his side, save it. All the information. You can put a little note in here. This was at the football. Okay, so you can put in here any note you want, which is helpful as well besides your face, because like we said earlier, you meet so many people, you don't know it. Now, if you hit the exchange info, contact was saved. Now check this out. You're probably, well, where does it go? This is not the same card. It's the back of the card. Shh. There's a front and a back. The back's where you make it look pretty. The back's where you get to have a little fun. So let's go back here. And let's just take a look and see. Now, it should be here, somewhere down here. There should be in the back a Ralph. And what's it say? Met you at the store. Let's see if the other one. I put met you at the game, didn't I? Right? What's that say right there?
Exactly what you put.
So I just met you. You just told me where we met. And now all of a sudden it's going to populate. Now, if it was really my phone and I really had all the stuff saved and blah, 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 I would save the picture. And you don't get that from Linktree. You do not get a contact management. You don't get to see any of these people's stuff. No, you don't. No, you don't. So you don't get the ability. You over here, you can change your appearance. You can change all the different information. You don't need to be a developer. I mean, Brian, thank you for what you've done for us. But like you said, it's, nowadays, if I can come back here and say, watch this, let's go ahead and make Brian a special button. I can come in here and say, Brian is the best. But let's go ahead and go on further. Call him anytime. Of course, he's not going to like this, day or night. Okay. So we can put this in here, apply here, but we can go get a URL. So we're going to come over here. Where am I at? Okay, my computer's frozen. There we go. So let's go in and take, well, I guess Facebook does not like me. So let's get rid of Facebook for a second. Let's pick again. All right, let's see if it works faster now that I reloaded. All right, so we're going to take this, and because we just, I'm going to get back to mine because I don't want people to think that we're sending them there. Okay, so we're going to come back over to the button, and we're going to put this here. I just want to show how easy this is. We just created a button on the card. I want you to go back to the preview screen. And again, I'm just talking to you while doing this. No programming skills, no nothing. But let's just see if there's a button, and it's all there. Again, I don't suggest making them paragraphs, but I just wanted to show that what I say is what happens.
Yep.
I click on it and it goes directly, just like Linktree. Now, I can do that at a stoplight. That's powerful because I now get to control it. You can come back here. You can pick from any of these buttons, so you can change what you need to. I don't need to have that on my card, so I can come back here and just really quickly. If you need to, you can temporarily or permanently take it off. Now, one of the things I really wanted to make sure we showed before end of today was all these retailers, okay? You want to ask where they're about, you hit Best Buy. You mentioned about this multi-level marketing people in the past in the direct sales industry. I know that it's declining. It's declining double digits, 12, 18, and 23% the last 3 years. Why? Because nobody wants to be told what they can and can't sell. That's over. So now, what if you came in here and you said deal of the day? You clicked on the deal of the day, and you went over here and it's this little mini fridge. Now, this little mini fridge is, I got a spinning clock over here. $159, it's on sale. So I could take this little mini fridge, and I like this color. It's my favorite color in the world. I can take this, any product you want, Brian. You can take anything. Let's see, where do we want to go? I want to go to Ralph's Facebook. Let's not go to yours. So you can take any product you want. Anything. It's crazy. This is my favorite, and I love it in my room. Okay. It doesn't matter what the product is. See, before you couldn't sell this product because you get fired by that direct sales company. Before you didn't have access to every product that's sold on the internet. I now just put this on my Facebook. You can't do that on Facebook. Because if you're on TikTok, you can't take it to Facebook. But right now, I've just unchained you. You can do anything you want on the internet and make money. There's a commission now of 5 to 30% on Best Buy for you. Isn't that crazy? So what we're using this as is this has become a customer loyalty program that most people can't pay $100,000 a month for. We pay the big fee. We break it down into small pieces. We give it to you. You pick the 8 logos you want in this next button that comes live tonight. You're the first people to hear about this, as far as seeing it, I should say, because I've been talking about it for a while. You're going to have access to all of these other buttons, hundreds of them. You can pick down from categories. You'll be able to pick down whatever. I mean, sports, accessories. Now, all of a sudden, you're going to have access to Forever 21. Now you can go in and buy, pick, select, sell. I'm sorry, nobody in this room, nobody online has ever been able to make a commission selling from Forever 21 unless you went through their affiliate program, got accepted, and had probably 100,000 followers. So how does this game change? How is this a paradigm shift for somebody who's staying at home? Well, you can literally understand that this is a URL that's being tracked. This is a tracking system here. That's how we know to pay you. When that actually goes onto the internet over here, and we're actually getting the proper tracking system, it's not just for this fridge. Do you realize it's a cookie that's good for sometimes up to 6 months? Most of the time, it's only 30 days. It's not always going to be that lengthy. But let's just say the person comes back tomorrow. They don't make the purchase. They click on the thing today, just click on this little mini fridge, Brian. But they come back in 3 days and buy the fridge, and they buy a TV and a computer. You get paid on the gross transaction. Boom.
Wow.
Now, not only do you get paid on the gross transaction, but if they come back in a week and buy something again, you get paid another time. And you didn't even have to be a part of it. As long as a cookie's good, and every time they buy from that site, that IP address, you're going to get paid. So I've got stay-at-home moms that are telling me they're going to do deal of the day at Walmart in the morning, Target in the afternoon, Best Buy in the evening, Home Depot. Think about it. Father's Day, Christmas, it's unlimited. All of these sites have top deals. You can click one button in the morning. You can take this and post it. And if you've got 7 channels, a YouTube, an Instagram, and a TikTok, and 5, then please, we don't tell you that you can only stay in one channel or only go to one channel or only sell. I don't like to use the word only. As a serial entrepreneur my whole life, Brian, I would never want myself to be handcuffed to one product or one income stream or one way to provide for my family. So what we've done is said, how can we help you put more food on the table? And it doesn't matter because you could be an athlete. We're working with people in the NFL. So it doesn't matter because you click on Puma, he's now getting paid from Puma. We're working with high school kids, okay? It doesn't end. I'm working with football players in high school because now they're able to learn about business, start making a little extra side money. I signed up 4 high schools, Brian, this week. Merritt Island High School, Cocoa High School. The high schools are tired of begging these kids to go out and do fundraisers. Right. Now the kids can sell and percentages goes back to the school. The kid gets 80% when he's on the right program. He's out there selling Nikes and Adidas and talking stuff and doing it on a social, like Duran, he's got his own statistics. Boom, you click a button and it goes to all of his football stats. So he's using this card to help him get into college. Mm-hmm. He's selling his own shirts. This is a young man, 17 years of age. Okay, we're teaching the next generation what they can do with technology, how to make him look good. Why do we have to make it hard? He needs systems. He needs a way to be successful. Let's help him. So we're talking to colleges. We're talking to high schools. This high school is going to give out every single athlete, every single person opportunity as a fundraiser. No more selling chocolates or car washes. So, it's a million ways that people can get involved. And because we actually pay for the membership network, you may not have the biggest network because I'll explain here. I don't know this gentleman. I've not met him personally. I'm going to meet him on Monday. I'm in Las Vegas. I had the pleasure of doing a deal with him for a life insurance. So for example, every single time on my personal card, I have a button that I created for life insurance. Remember I showed you how it clicked and it went to your Facebook? Well, I clicked and made a button that goes to Bradley's life insurance company. But I'm being tracked as the person who generates the lead. Mr. Bradley gave me an opportunity for $200 to learn how to get my license and put it underneath him. Now, if I generate a lead, I can make 10% of the life insurance policies. How is this not making you more money? Now, am I a life insurance agent? Yeah, I got licensed. Am I doing the work? No. I'm using my network to make more money because I'm selling real estate. And I'm going to tell them, hey, if you're going to get this house, have you ever thought about getting mortgage protection? You ever thought about getting life insurance? Would you like to just click on the button on my card and I'm already the trusted person. So if you're already the trusted person, how many more ways can you make income, I ask? How many more things can you do? And that's when we started getting into this influencer marketing thing. That's why I was up at Chicago, because when they said, Ralph, you're going to be huge. Think about it. if Brian and I are talking in a conversation, like my shoulder's killing me, this is a problem, I was working out, and he tells me that icy hot's no good, go get Tiger Balm. What is it going to happen? Am I going to go get icy hot or Tiger Balm when I go to the store and I'm looking on the shelf?
You thinking Tiger Bomb?
I'm going to listen to what Brian said. What if I can go a step further and Brian said, hold on, I can go ahead and get it for you. And it's right here. You can get it off my card. And Brian gets paid. And the guy can order Tiger Balm, and he could even say, hey, I'll send you a link that you can get it, and it'll show up at your house. And half these stores, you can click on it and pull up, and they'll walk the crap out to you. Mm-hmm. Like literally, they're going to walk out and say, here you go. And you just pull up and you don't even have to go inside the store. So wait, hold on. You're telling me you could possibly save money as the customer? Check. You're telling me you could put money in Brian's pocket? Check. Because that's your boy, right? I mean, Brian's your upline. And remember, you get to repeat this. Now, you may say, Ralph, how do you repeat this? How does that make sense? I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter if you're Charlie. At the bottom of the card, it's this repeating system. I don't care if you're Brad Lee. At the bottom of every single card, okay, there's a button. And what that button does is allows the person to join the club. So think about how easy it is for you to go out there and for you to introduce yourself, pass out a card, and then them say, well, how do I get one? Well, that's all you have to do is say, go to the bottom, get a card, it's tracked. That's now your downline. Inside multi-level marketing, you used to have to put a gun to somebody's head and say, yo, join the multi-level marketing, pay $500 in a sign-up fee, and get on a $250 per month auto ship. And if you don't auto ship, there's no money for any of us. I don't like any of that. So when I say I don't like traditional multi-level marketing, that's what I mean. I don't like the traditional. We basically allow you to get a free card. Looks like this. Congratulations. Get a free card. You look great. Cool. Goodbye. We're done. And you say, no, Ralph, Ralph, I want that fire, man. I want them deals. I want to get access to all that stuff, and I want to get paid. I say, then fine. I'm not going to argue. I'm here to help you. For 10 or 30 bucks, just upgrade your plan and you're good to go. And then you're going to say, Ralph, you told me there's more money in it. Okay. I went to the app store and they wanted 30%, and I told them no. I will give you, for right now, we're selling licenses for 50 bucks. For 50 bucks, you get a license to take money out of my pocket. Okay. That's exactly what it means. For $50, you get a revenue sharing license. I share my revenue at my card with you, the people. That 30%, I refuse to give it to the big bad corporate America, the big Apple store. Wouldn't do it. So I will give the 30% to you guys. I paid $120,000 to give away money, which is ridiculous, but I had to file with the FTC and the SEC. By doing that, I charge 50 bucks to recoup my money. It's going to take me 240,000 licenses. I'll get there. However, it was worth it because I love people, right? We're helping people. And that's how we're going to grow this system, by giving money and projecting it. So as you can see, not only do you look good, and it doesn't matter if you're a basketball player here and you're now looking really good and you're able to sponsor yourself. These athletes before had to spend weeks, if not months, talking to people, companies to get sponsored. Now they're able to focus on their skill, focus on their trade, and get back to work in the gym versus trying to negotiate deals with these companies. And they can make money by nighttime posting or posting while they're waiting for the next thing to open up. So I hope by sharing the screen, I was able to kind of enlighten you a little bit. And maybe you have any other questions?
Yeah, actually, I have one. I got a couple of individuals that threw some questions at me. This one specific, a young lady, she isn't able to join the rev share today, but she's asking if someone that gets their own card under her, if they join the rev share now, but she doesn't join into another week or so, will her pay, the pay that the people who joined the rev share before her, would any of that track to her, or would it only kick off once she joins the rev share?
Once she joins the rev share. That's what the license is. It's kind of, I don't agree with the government. That's why I get into all these little arguments with people, because I don't agree with a lot of rules. Like, I think that I don't believe in big government. Like, I think that we need some governing, but I don't want you controlling me. Okay. So the government says that if you, Ralph, wants to give away the money to the people, and I don't want to pay the fees as I should to the Google Apple Store, that I have to create a relationship with people. Meaning, I have to create an affiliate relationship by making you an employee or a 1099 individual. Because I pay you on a monthly compounding basis, not a one time. Most affiliate relationships, you do something, you get paid. Done. That's it. End of story. You sold a shirt for $30, you get your $5. Done. You sell a pair of shoes for once and done. That's normal affiliate. Okay. What we're selling a license for is to get paid monthly when we get paid. So, for example, Brian, this young, I want to see, no, it wasn't Duran. It wasn't, it doesn't matter, but it was a gentleman like Talon. I just can't remember his name right now. He signed up. He's got about 4 stations this weekend. He signed up. He's got 4 million followers. And I said, let's play a little game, bud. You're pretty young. You're like 18 years old. You got 4 million followers. You're pretty hot in basketball. And now, how I got to a lot of these basketball players, one of my friends became an investor in our company. He decided he wants to build the cards, and then he takes them to the athlete and shows them, hey, you could sign with me to be your manager. And when you do, we come preloaded with all of this and Puma and Gatorade and all of these 17,000 retailers, or you could sign up with one of those old guys that promise you the world that'll never deliver. I basically showed up with a micro website with your face, your name, and everything about you. I care about you. I've already come here ready to do business with you. Those people aren't prepared. They're just coming with a contract trying to get you to sign up. And you should see the kids' faces when they see themselves doing this. It's got their highlight videos in here and all this stuff and my highlights and whatever it is. This is like, what? Like, you did this for me? Like, you care about me? So my buddy who used to sign up only 80% of the athletes last year, he's at 100% this year. I know it's only February, so it's not like a full year, but it's a massive game changer when these young people see it. So I asked him, I said, so you got 5 million followers or whatever he had. I said, and you're pretty stoked. It made you sign up a deal, didn't it? He's like, yeah, you got me. And I said, all right, how many people can you tell your story to in your social media world? Say, hey, man, yo, I'm Talon. I used to use Linktree for this, and I used to use this other thing, but now I'm using MiCard. MiCard is the future because I am now sponsored and I can make money from all these places. I said, if you could do 30 seconds reel and a couple little shorts, is this going to change your life? He goes, I don't know, is it? I said, I'm going to ask you a couple more questions and you can tell me what you want to do. That rev share license, what does that mean, Brian? People don't understand really what that means. It's like, I heard what you said, but what does it really come out to be? Well, when you do the affiliate stuff, our card is a product. Our product is a free card from the App Store. Congratulations, you get a free card. If you want to get into this affiliate stuff and unlock a couple features, it's 10 or 30 bucks. Congratulations. If you're so cheap and you don't want to pay me the 10 or the 30 bucks, that's fine. At the bottom of every card is this little get your free card. Once 3 people come on the platform at the same level you are or greater, then you are free. So you're free again. So you start off free, you upgrade, and then you go back to free. Pretty cool. Now,
hold on. Wait. Say that one more time for the people in the back.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun to work here because when you give away money and you tell people what's happening, it's like, what are you talking about? So you take your personal promotion card, you come on board, you look good, right? You get all that stuff. I love this one. This is one of my favorite slides. This is Linktree. This is us. Which one would you rather be? I'm sorry. It's a no-brainer, right? And I told you earlier, I copied Linktree, Popple. I'm not going to deny they knew what they were doing. They're like Burger King and McDonald's. So there's always competition. So here I am. But what I did is I went to like I said a moment ago, I went to the App Store and they said, I want 30%. I said, I'm going to give the money to the people. So we're the only digital card that comes preloaded with ways to make money and pays you, if you like it, to expand my network. How does it work? To your point, you can get a card for free. You download it for free, the pink box. If you want to go into the yellow box, you can pay $10 or $30, and then we were very happy, and so are you. You get access to the all the retailers. However, you say, man, I've been talking to people. They want in. They want in on this. Cool. You get 3 people in, and you're back to free no matter what card you're on, the 10 or the 30. So that's how easy this is. And the rev share, the green box, is for $50. Somebody says, Ralph, I've been posting and everybody wants to get in on this. It's going kind of crazy. You told me that you would pay me if people liked it. And I'm kind of becoming your own little promoter, Ralph. Ralph, I'm out here talking about MiCard. And Ralph, I posted this the other day. What's in it for me? I love you people. So this is what we do. For a whopping $50, like I told you a moment ago, there's the license. For $50, we give you the opportunity to partner with us. We have to do a 1099, so you actually do get paid. We have to tell the IRS, that is a law. The IRS wants to know how much money people make. And for $50, we give you up to 40% of our money. So what does that mean? What does that look like? So again, let's just say that somebody comes on the platform at the $30 level. And at the $30 level, we would be giving back up to $12. So for math, let's just use 10 because easier. So I was talking to that kid with 5 million followers a moment ago. Remember the basketball player? And I asked him, you've got 5 million people. Okay. I really think that you got to look at maybe doing a promotion and saying, I used to use this, but I'm going to use this. I said, how hard is that? He goes, that's really easy because I believe in it. I said, okay, would you just say, tell me again? It's very easy to say, I used to like Linktree and Popple for these reasons. MiCard does that and more. You can start off for free. There's no contract. There's no cancellation fees. There's no sign-up fees. If you just want to test a card, get started today. But if somebody's like, well, Ralph, I love that. I want a license. Cool. It's $50. And when people join, back to that 5 million person, I don't know him. My buddy Larry is the one who recruited him. Underneath him is the sports management. So there's going to be 2 people that are going to get paid. Okay. So I'm going to go over the numbers for those 2 people. So Brian, what's 1% of 5 million?
What is that? 50,000? Okay.
Yeah, it's a big number. So I told it's not Jalen. It's actually another. I'm just drawing a blank on him. So I was talking to the young man. I said, so you've got 5 million followers. Can you get 1% to leave Linktree and come over to this system? And there's a paycheck in it for them and all this other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, I'll do more than 1%. I'm like, let's just stay with 1. I said, what's 1% of the 5 million? It's 50,000. And I said, do you realize if you just paid $50, and by the way, your manager, Larry, will pay for it, by the way, wink, wink. And Larry, of course, paid the money. It's not a lot, but Larry is his manager. So Larry paid the $50 for the license. I said, so I pay you $10 per person. That's $500,000 a month. Would you like $6 million next year, young man? He goes, excuse me? I said, that's the rev share license. I said, you thought the affiliate was a game changer. You thought that was decentralizing MLM. You thought that what I brought you before was the decentralized TikTok because you're stuck in TikTok land. No, now with MiCard, you go anywhere you want. With an MLM or direct sales company, you're stuck with their product line. Not anymore. You sell anything you want on any platform. And if you start talking about it and sharing it, people are like, bro, how are you making the money? How is this happening? How are you You can get people to come in for $50 and they can get a license and they can duplicate it. Now, my buddy who's gotten $500,000, sorry, the young athlete who would make the $500,000 off the 1%, 1% was 50,000 people, correct? So if the 50,000 people, my buddy who introduced me, Larry, because I don't know him, I mean, I don't know the athlete, Larry does. Larry gets $2 per person. Now 50,000 times $2 is $100,000 a month. So do you think Larry cared about the $50 he spent Larry's got a jet, by the way, so it's not about the $50 for Larry. But you see my point. The $50 is a junk fee. I'm not going to lie. It's not an income. I just want to get my 120,000 back over 240,000 registrations. So it's not about the money. I'm just trying to break even on the fees that I paid. The key thing is this going to help people? Heck yeah. Are people going to find a way to go out there and actually make money? Absolutely. Why? Because the users win. They can go make money. Followers are happy. Everybody's winning. Who loses in this relationship? People are like, well, why would Home Depot or Best Buy do this, Ralph? And I'm like, okay, have you ever heard of Amazon? Why does Amazon do it? Why does Amazon kick everybody's butt? Because they don't have all those distribution big boxes. They go from a distribution center directly to your home, not distribution to Walmart or Ulta or a mall. And then you have to go pick it up. Because it goes directly to consumer, you actually see an uptake in their bottom line. So they have an increased margin, and therefore they're able to share that margin with you and, well, us, the margin. And they also don't have to pay advertising fees on top of that, because those products that they're doing, they're saying, look, I didn't pay Shaquille O'Neal $1 million. I didn't pay the rent, the electric. I didn't pay all the people to work there, the real estate taxes. There's a lot of money to go into retail. So when they're cutting all of that expense and they don't have to pay for advertisement, their bottom line goes up 20, 30, 40%. And they're saying, look, we'll give you 10 or 20. So partner with us, partner with tens of thousands of companies, make some extra money, help your friends and family get access to products, and you're already telling them what you like to wear and blah, 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 blah. Forget the old companies that you used to work for at the MLM that tell you can't sell this, you can't sell that. Come work with us and sell anything you can to put food on your table. Times change. Maybe last month you were able to sell this because it was hot on this product, but maybe in the future you got to gravitate and do something different. So we let you be you, man. It's all about you.
That's it, man. And I appreciate all the info because people see with their ears. Like they see it, but they don't really care to believe it until they hear you spit it out and then show it to you. So information, great info. We're definitely going to have you back. I want to do like a mini session, maybe like 30 quick minutes on the athlete aspect, because I've got a handful of people who I'm connected with that have kids that are graduating high school, that are just entering into college. And but this would definitely be an asset to them. I have two athletes already with their card. So just really getting this information in front of them to help them understand the power of maximizing the card. So we'll definitely have another session on that. But thank you, man, for all of your time, for all the information. And we'll be talking here over the next day or so. Yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're changing the world for so many people. And everybody, listen, you can implement this into your life regardless of who you are. Even if it's just the free card. And then once you see the benefit of the free card, now everybody else wants that free card. Hold up. I'm giving everybody this free card. Who's to say they're not going and then upgrading? And I'm just sitting here with a free card. Let me see how much deeper I can get into this.
And remember, you start with free. Taste it. It doesn't cost you anything. And then when you upgrade because you start to like what you see, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll start sharing it when you feel confident. And when you share it, we'll reward you with not charging you on our Stripe account. That credit, we won't charge you that $30. So far, I am blown away. 70% of the people who have joined us are free in the first month.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not able to charge them the second month. I'm able to see that. I don't know if they're qualifying. I'm finding out that most people are qualifying in the first 72 hours, meaning they get the card, they're showing 2-3 people, they're already free, and now it's just a cool product for the rest of the year. They don't have to pay for nothing. If they want to get the rev share, that rev share license is annual, by the way. It's an annual license, and then if you want the back office, it's $10 a month. If you want the back office, that's when you can kind of see your whole tree, your organization. If you're a business builder, you need that. If you're just looking to get mailbox money, you don't, type of thing. So we kind of made it a la carte. You kind of get what you need to run your business, but it's kind of cool because at some point it all becomes free again.
Right.
It makes it easy. So
I love
all
it,
right,
man.
brother.
Well,
Are
you
you
have a
ready
good
for it?
one. For sure. We'll definitely be talking. I got a whole tree of people that I'm going to be working with over the next week or so. So keep an ear out. Everybody else, keep an eye out. I'm going to drop you backstage real quick. Hang on for me, close out, and then we're going to close out. All right. All right. So, guys, that was another one with the owner, CEO, founder of MiCard, Ralph Perrone. Great guy, as you guys can see, real down to earth. He wants to put something in your hands that can help you do whatever you want to do, build, grow, get contacts, build a network, and understand how building your network can actually help you increase your net worth at the same time. So, with that being said, let me put it up real quick. If you want to go ahead and grab your MiCard, you can take a look at or grab this link here. I dropped the link into the comments as well. But also, if you just look at my Facebook right now, you'll probably be able to scroll a little bit and see a little more information, or just reach out directly to me and we'll be able to get you set up. Like you said, you just start off free and get a taste. Or if you've got the information that you just got and you realize the benefit, go ahead and jump onto the Rev Share and let's start making some money while we're building our network and helping change people's lives. Off that note, much love, guys. We'll see you on the next one tomorrow. I want to say around the same time. I have my next guest, and we'll be here Friday as well.